Magandang araw mga adventures and viewers! Pinuntahan natin ngayon ang isa sa pinaka-prestigyosong institusyon sa Pilipinas, ang Philippine Military Academy o mas kilala bilang PMA. Ito po ang tinatawag nilang Sako. Sa adventure na ito, iikutin natin ang buong PMA compound at sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon, eksklusibong binuksan para sa atin ang PMA Museum. Kasama namin ang isa sa mga officers mula sa Public Affairs Office dito sa PMA upang libutin ito. Grabe, napaka-hands-on nila sa bisita at napaka-professional. Ano pang hinihintay natin? Tara na't alamin ang kasaysayan, ang mga bayani at sakripisyo ng mga kadeteng nagsilbi sa ating bayan. Ang PMA matatagpuan sa Fort del Pilar dito sa lungsod ng Baguio. Pagpasok ay mapapansin agad ang disiplina at kaayusan. Bawat galaw, bawat lakad, may ibig sabihin. Ay mga adventurers and viewers, ito naman yung part na Memorial Park kung saan naka-engrave yung mga pangalan ng mga sundalong graduate dito sa PMA na namayapa na. Dito naman tayo sa mga lumang kagamitan pandigma na preserve mula pa noong digmaan. Ayan, so narito naman tayo ngayon sa Melchor Hall, isa sa pinakamatandang building dito sa loob ng PMA. At nanalo daw ito sa mga photo contest activities dito sa Baguio City. Ito rin ang nagsisilbing classroom ng mga kadete dito sa Philippine Military Academy. Ang PMA ay kilala bilang training ground ng mga magiging opisyal ng Armed Forces of the Philippines, katulad ng Army, Navy at Air Force. Pero bago maging sundalo, hinuhubog muna sila bilang leader at makabayan. Training, tapos sir na. bubong. Ayan, mga adventurers and viewers, dito naman tayo ngayon sa PMA Museum at aabangan natin. Tiyak ako na marami tayong matututunan. Kaya tara, pasukin natin. Nandito na tayo ngayon sa PMA Museum. Ang lugar na ito ay parang time machine. Dito mo makikita ang pinagdaanan ng ating mga militar mula noon hanggang ngayon. Sa loob ng museong ito, makikita natin ang mga lumang uniforme, sandata at kagamitan, mga medals at parangal, mga kwento ng mga bayani ng PMA at marami pang iba.
Full appreciation ng museum. So this is an effort of Vice Admiral Cesar Bernard Valencia, Philippine Navy, our superintendent, which we executed because his intention was to at least immortalize or to perpetuate the history, culture, and tradition of the Philippine Military Academy. This museum will serve as a platform to educate the public yung history niya, ano yung mga ginagawa dito sa PMA, particularly the formation of cadets as future leaders of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, as well as the traditions that were embedded to the formation of cadets that we can still credit 400 of years na ginagawa na siya for over a century, for 127 years. Hall of Valor contains features or portraits of our alumni who served in the Armed Forces of the Philippines and ultimately acquired yung tinatawag natin Medal of Valor. The Medal of Valor is the highest medal that can be received by a military personnel, and in their sacrifice, they qualified to receive that medal. And here are the alumni ng PMA who gained yung medal na yun. In order for us to gain access dun sa mga paraphernalias or mga mementos or artifacts that contributed to them being Valor awardees. Familiar with the Battle of Yutong in Korean Peninsula during the Korean War. The Philippines sent the PEFTO or the Philippine Expeditionary Force to Korea, and one of those officers is Captain Conrado Yap, and he is dubbed as the hero of the Battle of Yutong. He earned 3 medals, the 3 highest medals. The Philippine Medal of Valor, the US Distinguished Service Cross, and the highest medal ng South Korea, which was posthumously and just recently awarded to him. Donated na uniform ni Colonel Ariel Querolin, Philippine Navy Marines, who also sacrificed and survived. So ito, personal niya na dinonate sa museum. So this will be the briefing room for our visitors. So yes, actually kayo pa lang yung third group na exclusively na makakapag-tour dito sa ito yung mga old photos, and then dito sa baba yung mga contemporary na. As you can see, yung mga old traditions hanggang ngayon ginagawa pa rin sila. The Philippine Military Academy is housed in Fort Gregorio H. del Pilar. That is why we saw it fit to allocate a certain space in order to introduce General Gregorio H. del Pilar, one of the youngest general of the Philippine Revolution. He is not the youngest general because merong mas bata sa kanya na naging general sa Philippine Revolution. So yun yung assignment sa akin. Sa atin, sa popular belief natin na itinuturo, ina-attribute na siya yung youngest, but he is not. It's actually Manuel Pino of Nueva Ecija, not Gregorio del Pilar of Bulacan. Nonetheless, Kung makikita natin itong painting na to, this painting is a depiction of the Battle of Tirad Pass. Sa Battle of Tirad Pass. How Goyong fought in the Battle of Tirad Pass. But we are in the process of conducting studies in coordination with the National Historical Commission of the Philippines. They gave a lecture recently. Sila yung nag-facilitate and sa researcher nila. And in their findings, this is actually what we call a yellow journalism, and we are trying to correct. In the 1900s, in the early 1900s, the Americans popularized this version of how Gregorio del Pilar died. But according to the study of Dr. Jose Victor Torres of De La Salle University, this is far from reality. So, doon sa actual version, when they interviewed yung mga kasama ni Gregorio del Pilar in the Battle of Tirad Pass, this is not how he died. This version was written by the American journalist. Merong dalawang American journalist. Meron kaming mga photos na na-recover and kinolorize na lang din namin para mas maigano yung mga kabataan na makakita photo of General Goyong.
Yes, sir.
And this one is the group photo of the leaders of the Pact of Biak na Bato. Yung picture ng kabataan niya, kinolorize na lang din namin. And then ito yung composition ng Hong Kong Junta. Ito yung commemorative logo. We're going to dedicate entirely one room only for him. In the Constabulary Hill. If you're familiar with Camp Allen today, Manuel L. Quezon's portrait is displayed here because aside from being a man ng wikang pambansa, he is also considered as a father of our national defense. This was established in 1950s. Ito yung highest building in the region. And the strongest because no 1990 earthquake, naging matatag siya. And the original purpose of this building was to house cadets. This is where the headquarters academic group is located, where the academic formation of our cadets take place. When the Americans came, they also tried to pacify the Filipinos by incorporating them into different services ng gobyerno. Space dedicated as our cadet gallery. This is where we showcase yung summary ng buhay ng isang kadete. So, dito makikita natin yung itsura ng cadet barracks. So, if you've been to Sector Alpha, kung nasaan yung mga barracks ng mga kadete natin, limited yung pwede pumasok doon. So, these are just some of our displays. Meron pang mga uniform na hindi pa na-displays because ano yung meron ang isa, lahat meron sila. Para uniform. So, this part is showcase yung ano maraming gulong hinawa nila. Magkakaiba yung mga insignias nila. So kapag nakita mo ito, that means this one is the regimental commander. Kapag nakita mo yung maraming X sa baba, that means he is the S8, meaning he is in charge of education and training. Iba-iba rin kasi yung requirements ng bawat branch of service. So may Army, Air Force, and may Navy. So, swerte mo kapag ka nakuha mo yung gusto mo or sinimplify mo. Isa din sa mga gusto namin i-highlight, yung pledge against maltreatment and our commitment to no-touch policy. They think na kapag ka sinabi natin military training, part na yung pananakit, pagmumura, yung pagpapahirap dun sa mga applicants. It's actually not part. So yun yung gusto namin i-highlight at tinatanggal na tradition. Here is the space where we want to demonstrate that even the great leaders started from nothing. Aside from the merit system, meron rin tayong tinatawag na cadet honor code. So what makes a cadet different from any other student is their honor code. We do not lie, cheat, steal, nor tolerate among us those who do. This is what we call the alumni gallery. These are the virtues that they wanted to embody during their time in service. We have here General Romeo Saturnino Browner Jr. Maraming mga visitors tayo dito, pero wala pa makapasok na outsider. Yung mga security features na dapat namin na i-implement dito para at least pag may dumating or dumagsa na yung mga tao, we will know how to deal with them. Particularly yung mga nagtutour. Kasi just like you, yung iba, ni-enjoy din nila yung space dahil dun sa mga old towns natin, yung mga nature tripping. We also want to develop yung culture sa mga tao na PMA is ours. Sa atin siya. Kaya dapat pangalagaan din natin siya. Kaya ito yung phase na inaaral namin kung paano ba namin siya i-implement in order to assist more people, more Filipinos in order to cater more later. Na hindi mababalahura yung ngayon, ma-appreciate lang na ngayon, and then sa susunod, wala na. Para hindi masayang yung effort natin. The first phase pa lang to kasi by next year, yung sa second floor, we're also going to create a platform, a space for academic discussions, particularly on military history, national security. Gagawa kami doon ng audiovisual room. Ito yung tanda ng mga offices over to the next. So particularly, halimbawa, magre-resign nyo. Hindi ko pa siya ma-quantify because para sa akin, sobrang dami pa natin kailangan gawin dito. Yung mga na-tour natin dito, I can say na wala pa ito sa 50% ng pwede pa natin ipakita sa public because there are a lot of things na pwede nating i-exhibit pa to educate the people, the cadets and the members of the public, yung mga Filipinos, specifically yung mga aspiring na mga kadete.
And how soon? Abangan kasi natin ito yung pagbukas nito sa mga.
Yes. The museum will be open to the public by January. And that means na yung mga PMA personnel, yung mga dependents nila, and the members of the Madlang people. We already implemented yung mga security features na kailangan in order to make it more conducive and make it comfortable and educational at the same time.
Adventurers and viewers, marami natin natutunan dito sa PMA Museum. So aabangan natin ang kanilang opening. So much for today. Dito mo makikita na ang PMA ay hindi lang paaralan. Isa itong institusyon na humuhubog ng pagkatao. Ako muli si Ben Pongsila para sa Northern Adventures Exploring the North, only here on Net25 Baguio.